Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry for the delay. The feed that I had up originally stopped working. So it's incredibly hard to find feeds for launch feeds for Chinese rockets. The one earlier, we could not find one. Today, I think that we found one. We're about 5 minutes away from launch. Everything seems to be looking good. Status is currently go for launch. This is the maiden test flight for the first launch of a private space company, uh, private Chinese space company called Orient Launch. And yeah, we're looking forward to a good launch. This is an odd rocket concept. It's a lot shorter. It has some solid rocket boosters on it, and it it looks kind of it looks different from traditional rockets that we've seen in the past. So I'm going to bring up the feed. Um, so this is what we got right now. I have it muted because again, I do not speak any Chinese whatsoever. So um, yeah. But once we get a little bit closer, so they're launching it from a sea launch platform. They've been doing that frequently. Um, there's no way to enlarge the video, unfortunately. I'm gonna try and nope, that's not even gonna work for me, is it? Got a little bit better there. So these are people commentating. This is the rocket out here on the pad off the coast. Um, so the vehicle is Gravity-1, and it's from the Haiyang Spaceport. It is a sea launch platform. And again, they were founded in 2020. They've raised over $100 million in private funding, and Galactic Energy is the company, and it is a Chinese space launch. There you go. You can see the rocket a little bit better there. It is a much shorter, stouter, and it has several solid rocket boosters. Almost looks like something you would make on Kerbal Space Program if you were playing around and trying to do something different. Um, so, Galactic Energy is a private aerospace company in Yantai, Shandong, China, established in 2020. And yeah, I mean, we're looking forward to a good launch here. Like I said, we're 2 minutes and 12 seconds out from launch, and then we'll go live with the audio here. So it looks like we have 4 solid rocket boosters on the outside, um, and then obviously we have the one internal. So we might be getting close because they have now stopped talking. Oh, now you're gonna do this to me every time, or did I just mute it again? No, no, it's not muted. Let's see if we can get a good frame of it. So according to their countdown clock, we are T-minus 1 minute from launch. Could be delayed either way just because of how long information takes to get there. Sea launch is more difficult to detect. Yeah. And it doesn't, I mean, obviously you can move it. The ocean's huge. You can move it anywhere you wanted to, essentially. Um, Probably safer for the populations, however. I'm going to take this chance just before we get started with the launch. If you're new to the channel, cover every rocket launch that we can get video to for Indian, Japanese space programs, Chinese, ULA, SpaceX, whatever. We're going to try and cover it. So give us a sub and a like if you wouldn't mind. So we got a couple different camera angles to this one, so that's good. And again, this is just an odd design. Very odd design. We'll see if it's successful. The Chinese program has been exceptionally busy. A bunch of different companies, including the Chinese government themselves, have been launching at a pretty good clip. So, okay, so according to their countdown clock, we're at zeros. So launch should be pretty close to imminent. We're hearing what sounds like some kind of count. The audio is a little choppy. Really poor camera angle, but we have liftoff. That's on their video, not mine. I tried to click it. Life in general, it's not mine. It's the Chinese feed. That's also the Chinese feed. Not a great feed, but we can see that it was successful launch. At least getting out the pad. There's quite a bit of power in those SRBs, the solid boosters. Yeah, the rate it gets away. There was a lot of power in the initial phase of that rocket. It was kind of crazy. Yeah, the earlier one we didn't get a feed to at all. They're really hard to find for these private Chinese space companies, unfortunately. I don't anticipate any telemetry data or really any data at all, because we usually don't get them from these type of launches.
好的，大家看到了刚刚那个我们的引力1号发射的这个现场的震撼的。
Wow, that audio is terrible. So typically with these, we don't get much telemetry or much out of the mission after, and it looks like this one's going to be no different. So, interesting design, interesting concept, and yeah, I mean, it left off the pad quick, very, very quickly. Kind of impressive to watch. So, yeah, it looks like it was a successful flight. Of course, we probably won't hear either way until the next one. So that's going to be it for tonight. Tomorrow we have the Mitsubishi Heavy Industries flight from JAXA, and my good friend will be joining me from Tokyo to cover that one with me. And that one is at 11:44 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So, and then we have a SpaceX Falcon with Starlink right after that. And then there are some subsequent missions coming up. We'll cover them all. So, as always, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. And hope to see you at the next one. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Take care.